Who told you that there's anything wrong with the way your child is doing this or the way you're doing this? The system told you. A corrupt system telling you what's wrong with you and your family. Is that a riot? A corrupt religion telling you what's wrong with you and your family. Is that a riot? But the God who dwells within you said, who told you this stuff and made you fearful? Who told you this stuff and made you guilty? I didn't. I didn't. And so, where Ham represents, see, the word Ham means warm, hot, and in Egyptian it means black. And you'll see a lot of literalists in the Bible who say the black people have been beaten up because Ham saw his father didn't have any clothes on.
Yeah, I had a woman tell me that was
Okay. No question about it. That which is Ham, which means, I'm going to show you exactly what it means. And you see, what do they think of this God? They think of this God as somebody up somewhere that couldn't figure how to heal you or forgive you unless he tortured Jesus to death. Baloney. Horror. And now he's going to subject a whole race of people to be slaves because some guy looked at his father. Come on, don't even talk to people like that. Just say to them, grow up. And get rid of your religion and start loving people. That word Ham, which means black. The word black is that which means the intellect. Okay? The word white is that which means the spirit. The reason that this was made to serve the others is because it is the intellect which looks upon the spirit in its nakedness, in its drunkenness, and tries to criticize it, tries to change it, tries to figure it out. And so that which is the intellect then acts as the servant of the emotions and the physical and the spirit, because it is constantly changing, it's constantly challenging, it's constantly looking upon that thing and trying to make it. It has nothing to do with a race of people. Shame on these people that do that, because they've impugned onto races of people and groups of people all this crap, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. When religion mixes with the carnal mind, that's when the sons of God intercourse with the emotions and the desires. You have that kind of stuff, which means black people have to serve people. So, okay, the Tower of Babel, real quick, and it won't take me but 2 minutes because we've done it before. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I'm going to show you what it is. The evolution is this. Listen to me real carefully. What has happened? You've gone through the Genesis, you've gone through that which is the atom, you've gone through all of the struggles as the evolution into the idea of being able to think, and then the temptations and the intercoursing of the spiritual and the carnal side, and then you've just gone through that which is the washing and the purification, and now we come to the Tower of Babel. You know what the Tower of Babel is? The evolution from individuation into tribal mentality. This is the evolution into the whole new thing. It is no longer individuals. It is now the tribe. It is now the denomination. It is now the group. You see what happens in Genesis 11:1. It says the whole earth was one. See there? It's a little different. When it says the whole earth was one, people were one. People were in that which is the God mind. Okay, the God consciousness, a harmony within you. But look what happened in Genesis 11:2. They journeyed from the east. They left the right side. Now we're going to travel. They come to a plain in Shemar, which means plain. The word plain means confusion. They come away from that which is the spiritual side, and they're coming into that which is the side of confusion. And what is their purpose? They found a plain, and the idea is, look at Genesis 11:4. Let us build a city and a tower that may reach up into heaven. In other words, let us build a way to heaven. Let us allow heaven to come to us. Let us allow God to come. Let us sacrifice ourselves to God. No, let us find a way. Let us develop an idea. Let us get a doctrine. We'll build a way to heaven. See? And then it says God came down. It says in verse 5, and he said, look what they're doing. The people they've got one language. Now nothing will be restrained from, let us go down and confound their language. Okay? So what happens there is, you know what happened? Listen to me very carefully, I'm going to wrap this up. You know what denominations are? Denominations and religions, whether they be Buddhist, Hindu, Catholic, Baptist, Methodist, are designed by God. Because as long as they're split up, they'll spend their time fighting with one another, and they won't damage that which is the kingdom. confuse them. Let them knock the hell out of one another and they won't touch us. And that's exactly what they do. This one is wrong, they're evil, they're satanic. Oh, you shouldn't talk in tongues. Oh, you shouldn't lay hands on. Oh, you shouldn't worship Mary. Oh, and they're so caught up in fighting with one another. So they're all confounded and they're all confused. And they still are all confused and they hate each other and they don't like one another. And each one is a threat to another. And so they've taken their eye off the mark and they don't even know what we're doing. They don't have the foggiest idea what we're doing. Because they're so consumed in defending themselves from each other. And that's exactly what it was done. Okay? And look what happens in Genesis 11:3. They said, let us make brick. You know what brick is? Brick is made out of slime, mud, comes out of the lower parts of the earth. We'll do this, and we'll make this entirely up, and you know, we'll build our way to heaven. But then it says in Genesis 11:7, their language was confounded. They didn't understand one another. And so in verse 8, they scattered to build their own city. The Catholics use white brick. The Buddhists use red brick. The Presbyterians use pink brick. The Methodists use green brick. Everybody's got their own kind of brick. And they say, you can't get there unless you use this kind of brick. And they're building and they're building and they're building their cities. And they're scattered all over the earth. They don't understand each other. Their language has been confused. And it is the same to this day. And that's just the way it was made by the Creator. Because once you get people who are divided and split apart, it's like, who said it? A house divided against itself cannot stand. They're no threat to the kingdom of God at all. Because they don't understand it, they don't pay any attention to it, they leave it alone because they're too busy with their kind of bricks trying to build the tower that'll never make it above the second story. And it all becomes our religious condition. It all becomes our religious confusion. And they babble on and 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 babble on. Nobody pays any attention. You're stretching. That must mean it's over. I guess it is. Okay, thank you. We're going to move on next week. We've reached the point now. We've come from Adam. We've come through the baptism. We've come through the development of tribes. Do you see how in Babel you develop into tribes and religions and groups and so forth? That's now, I wanted you to see before you leave. Do you see the evolution here? Right from Genesis, from the Adam, right up to now, we've got ourselves split up into groups and tribes, and it continues to evolve itself as we go into these deeper stories of Sarah and Abraham. Oh, if you're here, oh, okay, certainly you're here. If you're not here, how are you going to know this? See you later. Goodbye.